with over 1,100 plus entertainment industry guests and over 5.5 million viewers. Live from the Pepper J Production Studios in Hollywood, California, it's the ActorsE Chat Show. Today's guest is a soulful pop singer, songwriter, actress on the rise. Her debut single, Guilty, embraces an unexpected sensibility right out of the gate. She leaves a lasting impression. Let's welcome the beautiful Anna Renee and our ActorsE host, Ric Drasin.
Welcome to ActorsE. I'm your host, Ric Drasin, and you saw the promo leading in, and I am very blessed to be able to sitting next to Anna Marie. I actually heard her music, and I flipped out on it. It was unbelievable. Anna, thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited because I listened to a couple of your songs, and my girlfriend did as well, and it's really good stuff. I mean, really good stuff.
I really appreciate that.
It made my hair stand up. Honestly, it did. You know, it's music. I love music, and that's my background as well. And I want to introduce Will. Hi, Will.
Hey, Will Herrington.
I heard a little keyboard playing back there when I walked in. You were really good.
Thank you.
No, I mean, really good. You are from where originally?
Oh, Wyoming.
Oh, I've been through there.
Yeah.
Is that where you started your music career?
No, I actually started my music career here in Los Angeles, yeah. I transitioned from acting.
What'd you do in Wyoming, ride horses?
Yes, I did. I worked at a dude ranch.
Yeah. Okay, dude.
Yeah, but I actually grew up in Indonesia, mostly.
Wow.
So
it's a huge change.
yeah, it was quite a big change.
And so, but what inspired you back then to even get into music? I mean, it's a far cry from a dude ranch unless you sit around the campfire and play.
I got really into acting in Indonesia, and from there I went to boarding school at Interlochen Arts Academy and studied theater at Chapman University, and then came out here to act, and then I executive produced a web series, Destroy the Alpha Gammas, and I was feeling ballsy one day, and I was like, I want a song. And then the writer was my friend, and so she gave me a song. Okay. And then I was terrified instantly, because I was like, oh, now I have to do it. Yeah. And then that was, I did Grapevine, heard it through the grapevine.
Oh, I love that
Gaye.
song. Yeah. Well, you obviously knew you could sing.
I wanted to think so.
No, I mean, if you had made this transition, you say, I want to do a song, somewhere in the back of your mind says, I know I can sing this song without even getting a second thought, right?
Yeah.
Did you have training in singing, or you just belted it out?
I did not have training. I warmed up by singing over songs to Adele.
Oh, okay. And it sounded really good, right, with singing with her?
Yeah, well, I found out later that you're not supposed to warm up that way. It's actually really bad for your voice.
Seriously? What was the first song you did? Heard It Through the Grapevine?
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Yeah, great song.
And then from that, what happened? Where'd it go from there?
From there, I worked the music producer from that show.
That's Adele.
Yeah, she's awesome.
It's a great shot.
It is a great shot. Yeah. So from there, the music producer from Destroy the Alpha Gammas was like, I like your tone of voice, and if you write me some songs, I will record them for free. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say no to that. And then all of a sudden I was writing, and then I was like, well, I have acting class. And it was really getting hard to juggle everything. Yeah. And yeah, so I met this guy who works at Warner Music, and he was like, I'm going to give you a challenge to just do acting for at least a year. Just do music for just a year and completely book out from acting. And it's the best thing I've ever done. Yeah,
you found the road you wanted. You went down the road that you wanted.
Yes, it's definitely the road I wanted.
How did that transpire through that year? What kind of involvement did you find yourself doing?
I was just a lot of writing, a lot of collaborations, and just like trying to just meet new people and to get involved in that world, going to shows, and yeah.
It takes a certain act to be able to write lyrics, let alone the music itself. You have to be able to do both, obviously.
Yes.
Right? So, I mean, did you start with the lyrics, or did you start with the melody, or how'd that come about?
I started out writing just poetry, and then I realized that it was really hard because I was just trying to do it by, like, syllables, like counting them out, kind of like iambic pentameter, as if you would in Shakespeare. Yeah. And then I realized that it was much harder to add melody to that, and then when I got more comfortable, I started doing both. And I started seeing vocal coach Stevie Mackey, and he would be like, okay, I want you to, like, move your body when you do it, you know, and that really helped. Like, even just like bobbing your head, it's like I felt silly at first, and then, and then it was like, oh, this is because I'm moving with the rhythm, and yeah.
Okay, but when you write poetry and you write lyrics, in the back of your mind, you have to have a melody that it's going to go with. Am I right or wrong?
right and wrong. I mean, there's a lot of ways of doing it. I feel like I've gone both ways. It's easier and it feels better and more natural when I have the melody coming at the same time.
That was my point, yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. Mm-hmm.
Then you know where to put the dialogue. Yes, we have a chatter question?
We have a chatter question from Colorado. It says, who are your musical influences?
I have a lot of them, but Fiona Apple is a big one. And Louis Prima. I absolutely love him. And I've always listened to like older time music. But Fiona Apple, I love her style, her attitude, just like her essence and her music.
Louis Prima's going way back.
Right? Yeah.
Way back. I remember very, very well.
Yeah. Jungle Book.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now, do you play an instrument?
I don't. I'm actually, Will
Yeah.
is my piano teacher. And don't tell them how bad
Here's a
I
Louis
am
Prima.
practicing.
Lips are sealed.
All right, but here's okay. I mean, and you're awesome. You're on, but how do you come up? You've got the lyrics, and you've got to have a melody, and it's got to come from somewhere in your head. How do you relate to him what you want this to sound like, or does he just come up with it for you?
Well, my vocal coach, Stevie Mackey, actually creates the piano parts, and I go in, and he's very intuitive, and so
Yeah.
I'll just start singing, and I'll bob my head, and he starts playing something, and then it's like, if that works, then it works, and otherwise we'll try. Actually, I don't think we've had to try anything different. Usually it just works. He just gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for Guilty. He also did the backup vocals for that, but the piano part, I just think, makes
That
the
song rocks.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that's the one I really enjoyed. Are you gonna do something for us now? Will you
Yeah,
please? Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I could do Guilty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm guilty for listening.
Okay. Okay, awesome. History of learning to use what I'm giving up is a life on the run. I got no time, but time has to be done. I plead guilty. I plead on hands and knees, my soul to bleed. I plead guilty. Please, please, rectify me. I'm seeking the thrill. I have the longing I cannot fill. In the lines I crossed, I'm finding my way. I've got to go, but I'm in here to stay. I plead guilty. I plead on hands and knees, my soul to bleed. I plead guilty. Please, please, rectify me, set me free. I won't be trapped in a state of innocence. I won't be weakened by my self-defense. I won't commit treason on my soul. I plead guilty. I plead on hands and knees, my soul to bleed. I plead guilty. Please, please, rectify me, set me free. I plead guilty. I plead on my hands and knees, my soul to bleed. I plead guilty, guilty, guilty. Set me free.
Sound is awesome.
great thing about NNow Media is it's a one-stop shop. We are soup to nuts. We have writers, directors, producers, animators, motion graphics artists, editors, videographers, musicians, all under one roof. And we are a boutique creative house where we actually do the creative at much more affordable price and have the staff in-house to execute it professionally. My name is John Palacio.
My name is Luz Montez.
My name is Paul Robinson.
I am Jesse Cervantes.
I'm Curtis Peel.
My name is Ben Joran.
One of the most common questions we have from potential clients is how does it work? What happens when you engage NNow Media to create a video, a marketing campaign?
It first starts with, obviously having the phone conversation with the client.
Brainstorm with them to come up with a really good concept and a really good idea to push whatever they're trying to do to the next level.
Only with that in mind can we really try to tailor a concept and a script for their exact audience that fits in with their branding and the message they want to tell.
We'll storyboard it out, get a real rough idea of what we want to do.
We'll then present the client with a couple of options, the different ways that we could go with some of the things that we've come up with.
And they'll say this is good, and then we'll come back, we'll start animating that or designing it or editing it.
Our clients are generally, like to be really hands-on, and we'd like to hear from you kind of all along the board. There's no surprises.
What we like to do with every partner is we actually create a page on the NNow website.
So they can give feedback, and that way when the time we get to the final product, usually there's not a whole lot more revisions to do because we've already been working together the whole time.
The big difference is that real personal creative touch.
We have a creative group that can execute that vision, whether it's animation, video, motion graphics, and do so with some unique creative that is custom tailored to that business.
Dream it up. It's video. It's magic. It can happen.
You're watching ActorsE Chat. I'm your host, Ric Drasin, and I want to remind you to go to actorsreporter.com for the Actors discounts. If you scroll down, there's an Actors discount link on top. Scroll down, and you'll find all types of little things that maybe you could use for your career, and you get benefits and you get discounts, and at the end of the day, you've saved yourself $1.28. So it's pretty good.
Our advertisers are going to love you.
Where did I come up with that? I don't know. I think that's what I saved last night when I did something. That song just blows me away, and that just came out of that little head, huh?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And who put the music to that?
Stevie Mackey.
It's just great.
Yeah.
Did it take a long time to get that where you want it to be sound exactly right, or did it just come out the first time like this?
Actually, I had it on the shelf for a while. I was kind of embarrassed about it. I thought it was really intense and deep, and I wasn't quite sure that I wanted to be singing about it.
Yeah.
And then I brought 10 songs to my voice coach, Stevie Mackey. And he was I was going through them, and I went through that really quickly. I sang it, and I was next one is this one. He's no, go back. I want you to do that one, because he felt it. And then he created the piano parts. And then I brought it to my producer, Aaron Dudley, who's so talented.
That's when you said that reminds me of things that I've done in the past as well. You do something, and at the time it sounds pretty good. And then you think, I don't know, though, and then you put it away for a while, and you listen to it, no, not really. And then all of a sudden, maybe a year down the road, 2 years down the road, you listen to it, this is really good. I think I'm going to have to redo it. Is this what happened?
Yeah, kind of.
Isn't that amazing how that comes back around?
It is. Because it's in the moment you don't ever think it's going to go anywhere.
No, you don't know.
We have a question.
We have another question.
Yes, hi. We have a chat question from Florida. They would like to know, so you write poetry. Do you write poetry that you don't intend to go into songs, or just poetry and you think, oh, that might make a good song?
That's a great question. When I first started, it was writing poetry to turn it into a song. And now I just write poetry. And usually those stay as poems, and they don't quite transfer over. But yeah, when I started out, it was how do I do this? I don't know how to do this, so I'll just write a poem.
What do you do with the poetry you write? You just keep it?
Yeah, it's just for me. I kind of use it as a way to, it's like self-help therapy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while, one will spark an interest, and you'll write a song with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We have another question.
Yes, you have a question from Las Vegas. They'd like to know, ever thought about putting together a poetry book?
Have you?
I I actually had not thought about that until we were just speaking, and I was like, I wonder what I'm going to do with my poetry. Yeah, eventually, probably. It might be like years down the road.
Well, you can
But,
compile
yeah.
it now and put it in a...
Yeah, I can start doing that.
Yeah, of course.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Starting a career in music or singing or even keyboard or whatever, it's a tough road for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of roadblocks along the way?
Crazy. I had so many roadblocks for acting, and maybe it's just because it wasn't what I was like the right path for me at the
Yeah.
time. But for music, I feel like it's been just like doors swinging open and a ton of amazing collaborations. Even like Will behind me, we met because our dads went on a hunting trip together. Like that's so random.
And they brought him back.
No, it's
shot him and brought him
they
back.
got to talking and they're like, we both have kids in LA who are musicians,
Yeah.
so they should get together. And he's so talented. And yeah, my other band members actually were like, where'd you find him? He's like, and it's just like
he's
things
excellent.
just like come together.
Well, when you hit roadblocks like that and you have a detour, sometimes that detour is the right thing. It's taking you where you want to go.
Yeah,
You just go with it.
exactly. Yeah.
What about record deals and things like that? Did they come your way?
I haven't really been seeking it out. I have investors, and so I'm like I'm being able to record all my music
Yeah.
and do music videos, and also studios pretty much don't look at you until you have an audience and,
Yeah.
and like fans.
Of course.
So I'm just focusing on that
Are
right
you
now.
building your fan base now?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, performing. I had my first show at Hotel Cafe in Hollywood, California.
Where is that? We drove by there today. It's on Cahuenga, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't find it.
It's kind of like in an alleyway behind. You have to go back. You have to
Oh.
walk back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm performing there on the 10th at 8 p.m. 2014.
I heard that's a really good place.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm so like it's iconic for songwriters, and I'm really lucky. When I first emailed them, I was like, I was again like these moments of just like feeling ballsy and like just like not knowing what's gonna happen. I was like, I'm just gonna email them and see if I can get a booking. And on the site, it's like, oh well, prepare to have 2 months and before you were get like even booked, and maybe like weeks before they respond. They responded within an hour, and we're like, when do you want to do it? And I'm like,
Really?
oh, okay.
Did
This is
you
happening.
send them a demo?
I sent them my SoundCloud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what everybody uses.
Yeah.
And you sent them Guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder you
Guilty
got
and
in.
Battle Cry.
Yeah, you got right in that way.
Yeah.
So this is a big event coming up.
Yeah,
This is going to
I'm
be really good
excited.
for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, there's your SoundCloud right there. That's what I was on yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it on. That's a great way to get yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you write like every day?
Not every day, but I'm trying to write a song a week, and depending. Like if I'm recording, I'll be like, well, I'll cut myself some slack. I don't necessarily have to spend like 4 hours writing today. But
Yeah.
since it's like a self-discipline thing, I do try and be working on my craft in some way.
Every day a little bit,
Yeah.
no matter what. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of that, no matter what it is. I'm a guitarist too, and I just got a new amp, and every day I play because I don't care what I play, just every day I got to play. And it just makes you better at what you do because you have to work at it, and it's like, you don't want to get stale and sluggish.
Yeah.
Do you ever have writer's block where you can't come up with something?
Yes, and when that happens, I call a friend and I say, do you want to write a song with me? What would you like to write about? Like my voice coach just told me he wanted me to write a song for him about cartoons, and I was like, that's awesome because I would have never thought to write a song about cartoons.
Oh, I never
But-
thought of something like that.
Yeah.
And you're
So
working on
it was fun.
Yeah?
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Is it finalized yet?
No, it's not finalized yet. His vocal range is a little bit like when I say a little bit, like a lot wider than mine is.
Yeah.
He's been singing all his life, and he's so I'm gonna like let him help me with the melody.
Did you, these things are just popping through my mind as I'm talking to you. Creating your own style comes about through changes. But in your mind, did you know exactly what your style was when you started, or did you like change your style as you went along?
No, I definitely changed my style, and I still feel like I'm a work in progress. Like I've only been doing music for a year, so I'm having a hard time like branding myself because I don't really want to, like as I'm figuring it out, I don't want to be stuck in something. I
Right.
feel like I have to like go back to that for genre. Oh, question.
Joe, see now she took your hosting
Still my job. I'm leaving. If you don't mind, I'll be back.
You're hired. Dr. Colorado wants to ask again, it sounded so soulful for such a young person. How would you describe your music that's happening right now?
Transformational, and I do like to have depth. I feel like emotions are very important messages to be delivered, and so I want to focus on doing that. And I feel like I'm also figuring out who I am as a person as I discover my music. It's like all these voices live within us, and each time a new voice comes up, it's like I'm figuring out that part of my personality.
It's an
Yeah.
ever never-ending thing.
Yeah.
Would you do another song for us now, please?
Absolutely.
What are you going to do?
Here's a very different personality. Sharks.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is. Yeah, I'll tell you after what it's about.
Okay.
Let's see.
Great.
Yeah. Ooh, just kidding. Sorry, you okay?
No, she unplugged the cord.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to quick commercial. No? Good.
We'll be right back.
Anytime.
Hi, I'm Anna Ray, here to share with you a terrific online gift store, ActorsStore.com. ActorsStore is an online art colony of completely original and absolutely affordable gifts and fine art. ActorsStore is particularly fun because it includes many unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, cards, and wall art that you can't get anywhere else. For example, in the gift section, ActorsStore carries beautiful apparel art ties. Yes, art ties! Ties hand-decorated with jewelry, fringe, beads, and all sorts of stuff. Animal art ties, art deco ties, music ties, you name it. And best of all, the ties are for both men and women and can be worn well with a pair of jeans or in a tux. ActorsStore also has inspirational corporate jungle posters. Joe Sabatino likes the poster of the hippo. He put it on his refrigerator to remind him of what not to look like. Yes, clown art, custom airbrush t-shirts, hand-knit scarves, photography, handmade decorated soaps, and more, all on one site, ActorsStore.com. I especially enjoy the artwork by Brennan section of ActorsStore. Brennan offers his artwork on note cards, mugs, and wall art, whether it's cocktail ladies, a smoking clown, or Ben and Becky's art for a child's room. Brennan's unique watercolor or pen and ink art will be perfect for the occasion. And when you use the discount code ActorsReporter at checkout, you'll get 10% off your entire ActorsStore order. ActorsStore.com. That's spelled ArtIstor. That's ArtIstor. Check it out. You'll be glad you did. ActorsStore.com for all your unique gift needs.
This place is full of sharks. Good thing I know how to swim. Dogs try to charm me with their bark, only want to get in. Somehow you think if you play your cards right, you won't sleep alone tonight, but you're alone even when she holds you tight. Somehow you think this is the way you ought to live, but you never give, you never give. This room is full of empty glasses. Good thing I know when to stop. Try to charm me with your glances, but they don't mean a lot. Somehow you think you're entitled to do the things that you do, only smile in the face of what you want. Somehow you think you've got all the right moves, but that only proves you've got a long way to go, long way to go, long way to go. Take down your armor, show a softer side. Why don't you just pretend you've got nothing to hide? Take down your armor, your protecting's your pride. Take down your armor. This room is full of broken hearts. I think it's time to change the sheets. I saw right through you from the start. You didn't even have to speak. Somehow you think you try to buy me a drink, then I will sink right into your arms. Somehow you think your story's not getting old, but truth be told, I've heard it all before, heard it all before. Take down your armor, show a softer side. Why don't you just pretend you've got nothing to hide? Take down your armor, your protecting's your pride. Take down your armor. Take down your armor. Take down your armor. Take down place is full of sharks. Good thing I know how to swim. So yeah, I wrote that one because I had a bad date, basically. Yeah. So this next one, Lady Puella, is very different, and it's about the girl in me embracing the woman I'm becoming. Okay. I build a moat around my magic castle. No drawbridge to avoid the hassle. I don't say what I mean, hardly mean what I say. Until today, try as I may, a balance beam across the ocean. No ship to avoid sick emotion. Everyone's opinion is right, so why you wanna put up a fight? Captain at ease, if you please. Lady, lady, act like a lady. Baby, baby, don't be such a baby. Honey, won't you please pass the sugar? Hooked on you, but I'm not a hooker. Lady Puella, don't be shy. Got an aquarium and a mermaid, both open but always on display. You can look but don't touch. I think too much. Waves in the sea, waving at me. A pioneer to faraway stars. No spaceship, my mind is my car. Even if I gotta stay, surrender can take me away. Captain at ease, if you please. Lady, lady, act like a lady. Baby, baby, don't be such a baby. Honey, won't you please pass the sugar? Hooked on you, but I'm not a hooker. I'll take another shot of tequila. I'll bake another key lime pie. Why don't you come and treat me nicely? I might just give you a slice. Lady Puella, don't be shy. Lady, lady, act like a lady. Baby, baby, don't be such a baby. Honey, won't you please pass the sugar? Hooked on you, but I'm not a hooker. Lady, lady, act like a lady. Baby, baby, don't be such a baby. Honey, won't you please pass the sugar? Honey, won't you please pass the sugar?
Hey everyone, I am Judith Jones. If you are looking for photographs, which a lot of you are, let's face it, we need photographs every day, actors, models, even if you're just, the milkman, you need photographs, okay? You need to look good. And if you want to look good, you've only got one man to go to, and that's John Michael Ferrari. You see, I needed to look good. So I went to John, and he basically took me to the most beautiful place in LA and took these wonderful photographs of me, and I really didn't even recognize myself because I just looked, well, let's just face it, I looked stunning. So if you want to look stunning like myself in those photographs, go to him. He will make you look beautiful. If you're pretty, he'll make you look prettier. If you're not pretty, he'll make you look pretty. John Michael Ferrari. That's all you need to know. So go to imagesbyferrari.com. That's the website, imagesbyferrari.com, and you can check out all his photography, and you can contact him there. You can look at a picture of me. He directed me, because if you need direction, which, hello, I do, he directs you too. So go and check that out, imagesbyferrari.com. You'll love it. You'll look great. Check it out. Bye, everyone.
You're watching ActorsE Chat. I'm your host, Ric Drasin. I want to remind you to go to ActorsReporter.com and click on the Actors Discount link. Now, this is not just for actors, it's for everybody who wants a discount. There's all types of sponsors that we have on there with really good products that can save you a lot of money towards probably anything you want. So go on there and click, find what you want, get your discount, and have a happy, happy day. How was that?
It was fun.
Okay, did I make my point? I think I did. Each one of your songs is totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah, very different.
This last one is like really cute.
Thank you.
And that was inspired by what?
I
Sharks?
did.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, Sharks was the bad date, and then Lady Puella, I actually did a guided meditation. They walk you through all the levels of your psyche, and you don't realize that it's happening. It's like you're walking through this thing, and you see this like building, and what's the building? And so like the castle was my building, and then you go into these rooms, and then there was a room where there was like a mermaid, and so it's really all that I saw.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
We have a chatter question, don't we?
Yes, you have a couple. One of the chatters asked, how do you get your gigs?
I had my first gig ever on Thursday at Hotel Cafe, and I got that just from going to their website and emailing the booking agent.
And the other question is that they want to know how you get on this show.
My publicist, Sarah.
Who's your publicist?
Sarah.
Sarah Roadnight?
Sarah Roadnight, MT Productions, MT Press.
All right, thanks.
That's all right. You have to have plugs. This is what it's about. Getting your own gigs is, it's like anything you do in life. You have to self-promote.
Yeah.
You've got to take it and go with it. I mean, people will work with you, but you got to work with yourself as well and put your name out there. And you have to do it. You have to do it without being egotistical and saying, "Look at me, I'm great." But you have to sell yourself, right?
Yeah, it's so much better to have someone else to do that for you.
I totally agree with you. I mean, I love people talking about me. I can talk about myself for hours, though, if you ever want to hear. Do you have a list of places you want to contact now coming up?
I actually just got contacted by somebody else who wants me to do House of Blues and Viper Room.
Okay.
And Molly Malone's.
Molly
All
Malone's,
up there,
yeah.
It's like the Sunset Strip kind of thing.
So that'll add to your repertoire of all this stuff that you have behind you and opens doors for more places on down the road.
Yeah.
Do you want to travel with it as well outside of?
I would love to.
Right.
Yeah, I would absolutely
Back to
love
Wyoming and show them what you've done? The Dude Ranch?
I'll go there.
Hey, dude, look what I can do now.
I wrote a country song. I'm not going to sing that today, but I did write a country song. It's not going to be on my album, and it's probably like my fans are going to be like, what?
Are you going to wear jeans and a plaid shirt when you sing it and a cowboy hat?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
just
cool.
for you.
Oh, I love that. Right? So where do you see your career? I mean, you've evolved so much in just the past year, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's been such an incredible year. Yeah.
Just wait till the end of the year. It's going to be even better.
Yeah.
You have a vision of where it's going to be and what you're going to be doing by then?
I would love to have 8 singles out with different music videos and have performed 10 different venues in Los Angeles and also in New York. Not 10 different in New York, but I'd like to have performed in New York. And I would love to go on tour with a bigger artist, but that's probably in the next year, at the end of the year.
That inspires a question that I had.
Okay.
When you play, Will goes with you, right? Or not?
Yes, will be there at Hotel Cafe.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a drummer and everybody else to round out the band, or is it just Will?
It's Will, and then we have a drummer, guitar player, and bass player.
Do these people travel with you wherever you go, or you just pick them up as you go?
They're hired for gig.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, they are.
Well, if you keep it up, you'll keep playing with me.
Yeah. Better be a good boy, Will, and quit pulling the plug out of the keyboard, because that doesn't work. When you do the hire for the gig, you've got to get them acclimated to your music and your songs, so you have to have rehearsal time, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much rehearsal time do you need before each gig to get these guys rolling? And do they show up on time, or what if they don't show up? I mean, that happens, right?
Actually, that did happen this last week. Someone did not show up, but it was fine. It was a really, really good rehearsal.
Yeah. Well, if you get stuck, I'll bring my guitar. I'm available.
Okay. Yes.
And I can play with this little finger. It does magic on a pick, if you can see. I just wondered about that because there's musicians and there's some that are there and there's some that are flakes, and the night of the gig they got to be there.
Yeah.
And they got to know the material.
Yeah. Well, I feel very confident that these musicians know what they're doing, and I'm in a very talented room when I'm with them.
Right. That's great.
So, yeah.
And when you go out of town, you're going to bring them with you or look for new ones on the road?
I'd love to bring them with me. I mean, I'd like to keep working with people I'm working with. Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes it much better when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have new songs this week that you've come up with that you're polishing out?
Yes, I have 3 songs that I'm working on this week. 2 of them are with collaborations and 1 on my own.
Okay. Now on record deals, I'm curious about this as well because the record companies have changed so much throughout the years. It's a whole different ball game out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Is that also a lot of self-promotion? They record you, they help promote, or you got to go out and push it yourself?
I've had different friends say different things. I think it's very like case basis. Like I've had a friend who's with a label who is like, wish I hadn't because they shelved them, and he's still like he doesn't own anything that he's done, and he can't push it, and they're not pushing it, and it's like he doesn't have the money to push it, and so it can be tricky. And I feel like music is changing so much and evolving, and it's like even the studios don't quite know what they're doing anymore.
No,
not
it's kind of a guess,
studios,
isn't it?
but
It's kind of a guess.
It's hard.
Do you use home studio as well, like Pro Tools and?
I don't, but my producer actually, Aaron Dudley, we do a lot of stuff out of his apartment.
Yeah, most people do nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, with the equipment that's out there, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Do you put it on iTunes to sell, or have you tried that?
Yeah, I have Battle Cry and Guilty on iTunes.
How does we have a chatter question? Do you want to say
Yes.
that? Go ahead, tell her.
Yeah.
I said we have a chatter question.
We have a chatter question.
Okay, good.
This is actually a question from one of your audience members. When do you anticipate your album coming out?
Within the next in 6 months. Yeah. Although I may not do an album, I may just be releasing singles. But the amount of songs will be released by that time. Yeah.
Is it better with singles than an album?
I feel like I don't know if it's better or worse. I'm trying to figure out like the YouTube way and like seeing if I can build a YouTube audience by being consistent with releasing music videos with the singles.
Yeah. YouTube is amazing. It's an amazing site that you can work with. I have one myself and it works great. On iTunes, how does that work when you want to put a song on iTunes? What are the steps you go through to get it up there and to monetize it and make money back for yourself?
There's a website that I use and I'm forgetting what it's called right now. It's like DK Baby or something. Disco. CD Baby, something, yeah. And they submit all to like Amazon, Spotify, Google, and and iTunes for you.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
And do they take a cut? They must take.
No,
a cut.
they don't. They don't
Really?
take a cut. Yeah.
What's
I
the-
should know the website.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
in the next
What's the
commercial
advantage
I'll
to
figure
them
it
doing
out.
it for free?
I think. Well, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, because you see emails come in and people want to do stuff with your website, do with your it's their CD Baby there. They must have some way that they can make money off what you're doing, and you got to get your money off what you're doing. It's got to be cut.
Oh, maybe it's like an annual membership. It's like $20
Oh,
for
okay.
the year, and then you can upload as many songs as you want.
Okay.
And then they don't take a cut of anything.
Do you get to follow to see the response of the people who order and buy and how it's building up?
Every month, iTunes lets you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
which I haven't had my songs up for a month, so I have no idea.
Oh, you just started out with this?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, that's awesome. On YouTube, do you have a YouTube now?
Not yet, but it'll be open on Friday, April 11th.
Oh, you're going to love building an audience there. That's going to be good for you.
Yeah.
You know, visual's always worth something. You're watching ActorsE Chat. I'm your host, Ric Drasin. We'll be right back from a word from our sponsors.
Take your party to the red carpet level, Tinseltown style. Tinsel on the Town will add a dose of Hollywood lights, camera, and action to your next industry event, anniversary celebration, birthday party, bachelorette party, or wedding. The sky's the limit. Hi guys, I'm Danica Quinn with Actors Entertainment. Tinsel on the Town and I will make your guests feel like they're attending a big Hollywood event as our professional sound and video crew mingle with the crowd and conduct fun on-camera interviews. Everyone will love to get into the act. Then we'll produce the footage into a spectacular video that can be posted on tinselonthetown.com. And for an affordable price, you and your guests can purchase an edited copy as a permanent reminder of the high-energy blast that they had at your soiree. So visit tinselonthetown.com for a sample of what Tinsel on the Town can do for you, your company, or your next event. For details about hiring Tinsel on the Town, contact Pepper J at pepper@actorsentertainment.com. I'm Danica Quinn, and I'll see you at your next party.
Is it not?
have 2 more songs, and you're going to love this. I already do, and I haven't even heard them yet.
I have held on to my purity just about as long as I can take, for a sense of security that I can no longer fake. I've tried my best to suppress, but I guess it's just got me obsessed. Even I can't deny that I try to be like all the rest. Be a good girl, throw that rule book in the trash. It's man's world, but honey, that ain't gonna last. You're gonna have to eat less to fit into that dress, 'cause heaven knows that's the way to impress. Be a good girl, be a good girl. I have clung on so tightly to what others think of me. Am I sexy? Do you think I look pretty? What if I told you the trick is there is nothing to fix? You want bigger lips, you want perfect tits. Well, that does the trick if you like dating pricks. Be a good girl, throw that rule book in the trash. It's man's world, but honey, that ain't gonna last. If you don't give it up, then he won't call you up. But if you do, then he'll call you a slut. Be a good girl, be a good girl. Be a good girl, throw that rule book in the trash. It's man's world, but honey, that ain't gonna last. You're gonna have to eat less to fit into that dress, 'cause heaven knows that's the way to impress. Be a good girl, be a good girl. Yeah, we have one more, and it's Battle Cry. This is the first one that I did. The first song I wrote. All the bullies of the world meet in secret at the docks, laughing when thoughts of fear twirled, bat their eyes and twist their locks. Fear, I'm afraid you're a bully, but I won't be victimized. This is not a hung jury, there's no escaping, no disguise. This is a battle cry. Have no fear, just look up to the sky. Hope is near, I live with blood, sweat and tears. It's how I fight all my fears. This is a battle cry. Cry, cry, cry. Fear, I'm afraid you're a liar. Love has brought me to my knees, so I set off a signal fire and watch it blow through the trees. Outnumbered and ill-prepared, you live the life you want to live. Lines on your face ensnared, something's always gotta give. This is a battle cry. Have no fear, just look up to the sky. Hope is near, I live with blood, sweat and tears. It's how I fight all my fears. This is a battle cry. Cry, cry, cry. Fear, I'm afraid you have lost me, held tight in my angel's arms. You don't know what this has cost me, no longer fooled by your charm. This is a battle cry. Have no fear, just look up to the sky. Hope is near, I live with blood, sweat and tears. It's how I fight all my fears. This is a battle cry. Cry, cry, cry. This This is a battle cry. Cry, cry, cry. This is a battle cry. Cry, cry, cry.
I knew something was going there.
I missed the last chorus, but we'll let it
Take your party to the red carpet level, Tinseltown style. Tinsel on the Town will add a dose of Hollywood lights, camera, and action to your next industry event, anniversary celebration, birthday party, bachelorette party, or wedding. The sky's the limit. Hi guys, I'm Danica Quinn with ActorsE Entertainment. Tinsel on the Town and I will make your guests feel like they're attending a big Hollywood event as our professional sound and video crew mingle with the crowd and conduct fun on-camera interviews. Everyone will love to get into the act. Then we'll produce the footage into a spectacular video that can be posted on tinselonthetown.com. And for an affordable price, you and your guests can purchase an edited copy as a permanent reminder of the high-energy blast that they had at your soiree. So visit tinselonthetown.com for a sample of what Tinsel on the Town can do for you, your company, or your next event. For details about hiring Tinsel on the Town, contact Pepper J at pepper@actorsentertainment.com. I'm Danica Quinn, and I'll see you at your next party.
We're back with singer-songwriter Anna Marie. That was beautiful. Both those songs were just Anna Renee, I'm sorry. See how this thing's hanging over the top of that? I can't see what that's saying, actually. Are you involved in any charities?
I'm really looking forward to working with Right Girls, and it's a charity, and it's out of Los Angeles, and they work with young girls who are wanting to hone their writing skills. And so I'm going to be working with some young girls who are excited about learning how to songwrite. Yeah.
That's very, very nice. What about finding you on the internet with the SoundClouds and all that? Where can we find you?
You can find me at SoundCloud, SoundCloud/Anna Renee.
Okay.
And my Instagram is Anna Renee Roberts, and my Twitter is Anna_R_Roberts. And my Facebook is Anna Renee Roberts.
And
no, it's Anna Renee, just kidding.
Okay, okay. And iTunes?
Yes, on iTunes. Oh, yeah, that's
right.
true.
We don't want to forget that. That's a big one.
You can find me on iTunes, yeah.
And that's, you know who that guy is? That's Ric Drasin.
Hey.
You ever met him before?
He looks familiar.
There's my IMDb. I'm at ricdrasin.com. Great look there. My Twitter and rickscorner.com. And my fan page. And you can come to empowerme.tv, Tough and Tender, and Ric Drasin Live. So I'm all over the place, too.
Nice.
So it's good to find that. This has been a real delight having you. I want to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
I got like a front row seat at a concert. It's wonderful. And don't forget, you're going to be at the
Hotel Cafe.
Yes, on
Friday, April 10th at 8 p.m.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I meant to say Thursday.
So you'll be there 2 days,
you know,
Thursday
I'm excited because I'm thinking about Friday.
Yeah.
My music video for Guilty is released.
Oh, you got all kinds of things going on. Yeah. Well, thank you to all our viewers out there and chatters for joining us on ActorsE Chat. We're here Monday through Friday from the Pepper J Production Studios in Hollywood, California, where we appreciate you. You want to see all of us today's on ActorsE Chat, go to ActorsEntertainment.com and put the talent's name in the search box. We did this last time. And visit Actors Entertainment on IMDb.com. That's the Internet Movie Database to see 1,000 entertainment industry guests on ActorsE Chat. Please follow us on Actors Entertainment on Twitter at Actors Entertain. And join us on Facebook at Actors Entertainment fan page. And don't forget to like us because it's very important to be liked. We don't want to go through a day without being liked. And please stay tuned to watch our Actors Reporter animation, which won Best Animation at the Telly Awards. And a great job in Now Media and Pepper J Productions. Thank you to you. And thank you to you. And thank you to Will, who plugged his keyboard in. And thank you to all of you out there. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
What's that? ActorsE Chat Show? Happens to be my favorite. In the morning, I want nothing but a cup of coffee, a bottle of Kahlua, 6 naked girls. Wait, no, that's not right. ActorsE Chat Show.
Oh my gosh, hey big Hollywood starlet that just happens to be walking by. Yes? I'm not from around here, but I want to be an actress just like you. What do I need to know? Kid, let me tell you. Whether you're a seasoned pro or an naive newbie like you. There's one thing you need to know. To get my first job, I lived in a slum, beat out 50 other girls to play a drunk bum.
I cried.
My first agent charged me 30%. Working 3 jobs and I couldn't pay rent, but I'm an actor.
She's an actor.
A shark gnawed my leg on a B film in Sydney. To pay for the stitches, I sold my left kidney. I finally made a union, their rules were complex. Their piles of paperwork fogged up my specs. But I'm an actor.
She's an actor.
I'm an actor. Well, that's rather disturbing, but what's the one thing I need to know? Don't listen to the critics. Don't follow all the tabs. Forget that sleazy photog and the agent that's got crabs. Go to Actors Reporter. ActorsReporter.com. Learn the tricks and the secrets without all the sweat. An info-packed one-stop shop. It's free and on the net. Actors Reporter. ActorsReporter.com.
How can they help her?
Career cues, union news, makeup woes, advice from pros, insurance tips, choosing scripts, everything at your fingertips. Actors Reporter. ActorsReporter.com.
I just got a call back.
I'll do it.
Oh, hello. I'm Mary Jo Gruber. Thanks for joining us on ActorsE Live Chat Show. I'm just one of your ActorsE hosts, but as you can see, I'm also the ActorsE Live video editor, which means that I'm here, even when you don't see me. ActorsE is here to chat with you Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Hollywood time, as I like to call it. Our guests include actors, directors, producers, writers, singers, comics, and others that are all in the entertainment industry. You can see previous shows at www.actorsentertainment.com, and be sure to check out our guest index to find your favorite celebrities. See you next time. I'm working.